Alright, Karina Baby, today is the 17th of April, and we're going to read April 17th. Every day, Mama's going to read you from this book. A year full of stories, 366 days of stories and rhymes. I hope that you had a beautiful day today, baby girl. Today Mama made gyros for everybody and everyone seemed to really like them. So that made me happy. But Mama misses you there. Mama thinks about you all the time. 17. Half Chick. There was once a hen who laid 6 beautiful eggs. When it was time for the chicks to hatch, 6 eggs cracked open. But only 5 whole yellow chicks wobbled out. From the last and the smallest egg came a half chick. Geez, I wonder what a half chick is. See that photo behind me, baby? It looks just like you, doesn't it? It's a postcard. But Mama kept it though, because it looks just like you. There's a letter in there to you, actually, as well. Let's start this again. Half Chick. There was once a hen who laid 6 beautiful eggs. When it was time for the chicks to hatch, 6 eggs cracked open, but only 5 whole yellow chicks wobbled out. From the last and the smallest egg came a half chick. He was a strange looking bird with 1 wing, 1 leg, and 1 beady eye. But even though Half Chick had only half a head and half a beak and had more to say, he had more to say for himself than all the other chicks put together. Half Chick was also very selfish. From the moment he came into the world, he did just as he pleased. One afternoon, Half Chick thought he would play a trick on his mother. He ran off and hid under a bush. The poor hen spent hours calling him, afraid that he might be lost. When Half Chick did come home that night, he pretended that he hadn't heard his mother calling. Oh my, Half Chick is causing some trouble, huh? Where was it? Ran off and hid under a bush. That poor hen spent hours calling for him. After that, he might be lost, afraid that he might be lost. When Half Chick did come home that night, he pretended that he hadn't heard his mother calling for him because he only had 1 ear. And as time went by, Half Chick grew bored with life in the farmyard. He decided to leave home and go to the big city. As he left the farmyard, his mother called after him, "Half Chick, take good care of others, and others will care for you." But he pretended not to hear. After all, he only had 1 ear. On the way to the city, Half Chick had to cross a stream. It was cropped with weeds so that the water could hardly flow at all. The water cried out to Half Chick, "Please help me by pulling up the weeds." But Half Chick would do no such thing, and since he had chosen not to hear his mother's good advice, he said rudely, "Help yourself." Oh my. "I'm in a hurry to get to the city." He went on until he came to a cottage, which belonged to a farmer who was busy working in a field. Now the farmer had left a pot of potatoes on the stove for his lunch, but the fire was nearly out and the potatoes were getting cold. So the fire shouted to Half Chick, "Please help me fetch some wood quickly." But Half Chick did no such thing. "Help yourself," he said, and he went on his way. At last Half Chick reached the city. What a place, he thought happily. As he hopped down the street, just then a cook leaned out of his kitchen window and grumbled. Grabbed Half Chick by the neck. "Oh my, you'll make a tasty soup," said the cook. "Half a chick is better than nothing." And he put Half Chick in a pot of water over a fire. "Oh, help!" wailed Half Chick. "Water, please don't boil. Fire, please don't burn. I don't want to be cooked." The water said, "You didn't help me when I was in a stream." The fire said, "You didn't help me when I needed wood." And Half Chick remembered his mother's good advice. Take good care of others, and others will take care for you. But by then, it was much too late. Oh, Karina Baby, this is such a good story, because you know what? It doesn't matter where you are in life, right? It doesn't matter whether you're walking down the street and you see trash on the ground, you always pick it up, you always throw it away. If you're going to a friend's house, right, you always bring food when you're going, you always bring a nice meal for somebody else. If you're having friends over, you always feed everybody in the house. And you know, Mama used to give care packages out to people so this way they could take food home with them too. Take good care of yourself, take good care of others, and others will help you too, baby. Right now, Mama's in a spot where I need help from other people, and because Mama's always been good to everybody, I had a lot of good help along the way. Like, you know, Mama used to bring food to everybody, and, you know, whenever someone comes over to her house, I'm like, "Are you hungry? Are you tired? Do you need a shower? Do you need anything? Do you want anything?" Mama was always feeding our neighbors. I used to feed everybody. Like, I would go down to the gas station, and it wasn't the gas station, it was Roy's, it was Mechanics, Performance. I used to go into Performance Auto, it's not even there anymore. It used to be in Lansdale, baby. And Mama would go down and give Roy cookies and Stromboli, and I had another friend who was also a mechanic, John, and we used to stop by, your Papa and I, and we'd give him cookies. And so when Mama needed a new car, because Mama was having you, Mama had this Nissan, or Mama had this Pontiac. It's a 1995 Pontiac Grand Am that I had. It's a little two-door car, a little sports car that I had. It was old, and your Papa and I kept fixing it, but we were gonna have you, and since I used to feed John cookies, John was like, "Mindy, bring any car in." So I borrowed a car from Roy, who I used to feed Stromboli and cookies and stuff all the time because he was our close neighbor. And I went down to John's, and John checked out the car for Mama, and it was a little Ford four-door green car sedan, and John told me not to buy it. He told me not to buy it, so I brought it back to Roy, and I go, "Roy, I'm sorry, John told me not to buy it." They knew each other, they were both mechanics in the area, and Roy goes, "Well, did he tell you why?" And I go, "No." He goes, "Did you pay him?" I go, "Yeah, and cookies." He goes, "Oh, Mindy, because I did." And then we used to have this nice guy, Justin, who would stop by our house because he delivered our package to Mama, and Mama refused to pick it up. I was pregnant with you at the time. And he dropped off a package from your grandmother, and I guess your Aunt Nicole, because, you know, Mama's mama, your grandma's married to Jeff, so I guess your Aunt Nicole. We got a package from your Aunt Nicole, big package full of clothes. And so I had this guy, Justin, bring it in for me because I'm like, well, I'm not touching the box. You know, I was pregnant with you. I wasn't going to lift something that heavy. And so he brings it in, and I offer him, would you like some tea? Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? As I always did. And I gave him tea. Your papa doesn't even know, but this guy used to knock on our door when he was in our town and ask me, you know, do you still have that tea? And I'm like, of course I do, because Mama makes it with 2 regular tea bags and 1 berry tea of any kind, and, you know, make the tea with the hot water. And so we had a nice UPS guy stop by. If you're good to people, baby, and you're always, 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 no matter what someone does to you, 2 wrongs will never make it right. It doesn't matter if someone does something to you. Forgive them and be good to them. Alright? Your papa and I have been through so much. But your papa was my partner for 13 years, and I absolutely love your father, baby. There's nothing he could do to me to make that not that anymore, okay? Doesn't matter what somebody does to you. You should love on somebody. That's where the end of this story, you see, the water said you didn't help me when I was a stream. The fire said you didn't help me when I needed wood. And Half Chick remembered his mother's good advice. Take care of others and others will take care of you. Now, if you don't take care of others, maybe they'll be like the wood in the stream. They're not going to take care of Half Chick. Half Chick's going to get cooked and eaten in a soup. Probably a chicken noodle soup. So, but if someone, like, Half Chick were to come around, see Half Chick right there, pray for them. Okay? Just pray for them. But no, baby, always be good to everybody around you. Always, always be good to everybody around you. If you're good at something, be good to somebody. That's the best thing you can be good at, is being nice and helpful and kind and caring and sweet. Stay sweet, Karina. Just stay sweet, baby. I know this world is hard and it knocks you down and life isn't fair, okay? What happened wasn't fair. It's not fair that I'm not with you right now. It's not fair. But Mama loves you no matter what anybody tells you. Mama does love you, because not everybody stays sweet, okay? Not everybody is going to stay kind and stay sweet, especially when life knocks them down. Some people just try to hurt other people really, really badly. But don't be like Half Chick. Half Chick is selfish, just like it says in the book. Don't be like Half Chick. And don't sacrifice yourself completely either. That was wrong of Mama. But don't hold resentment towards anybody, and always be good to your neighbors, to your friends, to yourself. Especially be good to yourself. Love you so you can love others, baby, because you are just so lovable, and you're so perfect, and you're just so amazing. Alright, so that was our April 17th book, Half Chick, and this was a really good story. This is a really good learning lesson for life. Alright, Mama absolutely adores you and absolutely loves you, and I can't wait to hear about your dreams and your stories and your day. Remember how every morning you woke up, Mama asked you, baby, what did you dream? And every single night you dream about the desert and about this camel and about firecrackers going off in the desert with these 3 guys. And then you met the camel, and then you said you were afraid of the camel, so you turned the camel into a camel cricket hopping around in your hand. But you were still in the desert with these firecrackers with these 3 guys in the desert. I can't wait to go back to listening to your stories about what you dream about, and what you want to do, and what you want to see, and where you want to go, and what you want to be, and just spending time coloring with you, and building blocks with you, and learning about you, and teaching you things, and teaching you. I know you don't do Tiny Pim anymore, you don't do Pimsleur, you don't do any of that stuff anymore. Papa gave me all that stuff back. So we'll get back into that. We'll do that again. It'll be okay. Okay? Mama just loves and adores you. Mama loves you, baby. I'm gonna be right back anyway. I'm just gonna read you more books.